headline news scares about companies and even governments losing their data or having their information compromised are becoming more and more common. So it's absolutely essential that successful companies take the right precautions to protect their information, both their own and their customers. Well, we're talking about information and security. Whose responsibility is it in a workplace?
In a workplace, in terms of security, I think it'll be the employer.
Business, it's its own responsibility to look after its own data and information.
Human resources I was going to go for.
What sort of information have you got on you right now?
I've got some pieces of paper that I've got some stuff on to do with work.
A laptop and a folder and some books and yeah.
Is it work related?
It's work related, yes.
How are you protecting it?
Holding on to
Out in
it.
the open?
Yeah.
Is it password protected?
Embarrassingly, no.
You know, cybersecurity is this big thing, and I don't quite know how I protect myself sometimes, let alone everybody else protects themselves.
I've never had any training or anything like that to tell me what the correct procedure is. I mean, I deal with a lot of customers and I probably should be knowing exactly what it is that I need to do to protect everyone.
Paul Norton has worked with a number of global organisations to successfully transform their cybersecurity. I caught up with Paul to find out more. Well, we heard some mixed opinions from the public around the definition of cybersecurity and who's responsible. What's your definition?
If you open any newspaper on any day of the week, you will now read something about cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is so important for businesses to maintain their reputation, to align to guidelines and legal requirements.
And what are the risks to businesses if they don't get this right?
The impact of not getting cybersecurity right, the impact of a breach, is essentially three losses. It's a loss of money, it's a loss of reputation, and most importantly, there's a potential loss of freedom.
The board and exec committees can't do everything though, can they? How about everyone else in a business?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, board members would assume it's an IT role, the same as most people in the business will. IT can only implement the systems and the infrastructure. The business can create the processes and procedures, but really it's down to all the individuals within that business to follow those processes. If they don't, the rest of it is worthless.
That's a big ask though, because you're asking people to change their ways of working.
It's really the simple things people can do, not having the conversations in coffee shops that they might well need to have in an office, not printing out information to put in a bag that they actually can access when they get home via a secure environment.
Let's just focus on you for a second. What's different about your approach when you help businesses?
We have three key steps. One is we review your environment and we check that you've got the basics right. By doing this, we'll remove immediately 95% of your vulnerabilities. Secondly, we are very aware that people can be the weakest link with all the best systems and procedures unless people are actually following them or understand why they need to follow them. Most importantly, the attacks do continue, they do evolve. The laws, regulations, guidelines, they continue to change as time goes on. And we help the business to stay in tune with these changes.
Standing here in the heart of the city, we are surrounded by thousands of businesses. And it makes me wonder, what steps are they taking to protect their information? And how engaged are their people to play their part in information security?